welcome to the Hedgehog Hollow. Today I wanted to show you a couple of things I purchased from the Sizzix Chapter 1 release from Tim Holtz. I also want to give you a couple of die storage tips that I use. So some of you asked me, how do I store some of my dies? And I wanted to just share with you how I store my Sizzix dies in particular. And they do come in some folders, and I had a couple of things that I do. And when I was storing them with Hannah the other day, she was like, that's a really neat idea. I think you should share it in a video. So I thought I would take this opportunity to share it with you. So I'm going to show you the Bigz Dies that I decided to invest in first of all. There is more to this release. Again, check out the links in the video description, and also check out any coupon codes we've added for you as well. So the Bigz Dies I decided to invest in. The first one was this. This is the Wild Flowers. So what's a Bigz Die? Now, if you've been card making for a long time, you'll remember the original Sizzix machine, and all you ever got were these thick dies. So these are now steel rule dies, we know them as, and they're a lot thicker. Can you cut them in any machine? Well, pretty much. Some machines are only designed to work with our Thinlits dies, but you can use any Sizzix machines and many of the other machines. So do check your die cutting machine instructions as to whether it works with them. The Spellbinders machine I know works. To be honest, I haven't used my Gemini. I always have a number of die cutting machines out, so I would have to check on that. Check the link in the video description below, because we will have a blog post and we'll put all the different die cutting sandwiches in the blog post for you for the different machines to use your steel rule dies if you're looking for those. We'll make sure they're easy for you to find. So this is the Wild Flowers. It's called large stems. And the one thing that Sizzix do when they package these up is they include the cuts, which I think is really nice. So in here, they've kind of sunk to the bottom now, but they pre-cut all of them. So I always keep those in there because I always find it great if I'm doing a project, I can offer this up onto my project first of all before I cut them out. Now the advantage of having a steel rule die means we can cut thicker materials. I can cut leather, I can cut fabric, I still have some grunge papers and things like that as well. So all of those things I can cut with these steel rule dies. So I grabbed these ones. I also grabbed these butterflies because I just really loved the delicate edges on here. I just thought they were a really nice design. I do love butterflies in general. This is called Tattered Butterfly. Again, you can see on the back here the beautiful piece, and just look at those details in there, and you can really kind of see those aged edges on the inside there as well. So that's another one of these new ones. And another thing I love are clocks. I have tons and tons of dies that are clocks, and this one has the lovely Roman numerals, which I particularly liked, and those two lovely clock hands in there as well. So this is called a Timekeeper. And then some of the Thinlits that I got as well. Well, these are all the Thinlits I got. This is some of the collection, I should say. So when these come, they come in a plastic bag, and then these pamphlets are on the outside. So what I do is I take these pamphlets and I put them inside these storage envelopes. So your dies will come in these storage envelopes, which are really nice. You can buy these separately for the rest of your dies if you want to. I use just the Avery L envelopes, but I keep my Sizzix ones in these because they are nice. But what I do is I slide these inside of here because they do fit perfectly, and then I pop my dies inside. And you might wonder why I do that. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first one is I have a really nice picture of what I'm going to cut out. The other one is it tells me what it's called. So I have a code at the top, and then on the back by the barcode, if I scooch this one to the side, it tells me that this one is called Cutout Blossoms, and it also gives me a sandwich if I was using my Sizzix on the back. So this one is a little bit different because it doesn't cut the outline of my blooms, it cuts the inside. So this is great if you're doing shakers, if you're doing, you could use them as stencils, you could use them for all sorts of things. So this one is a little bit different, but I did really like the kind of delicate details and just some of the ideas that Tim came out with that one. Then we have this one here. So this one is called, I'm going to tip these over to the side. So these are all Thinlits dies. So this is Stems 2. So that's another one. And then there's this one, which is the Wildflower Stems 1. So we have Wildflower Stems 1 and 2. Aren't they beautiful with all of those details and things in them? Again, we could alter them, we could ink them, we could use them as stencils, we could use them for all sorts of things, masks, all those kinds of things. I can't wait to play with those. I also got the new panel, and I'm trying to read it through the panel but I can't, so I'm going to grab this one out so that I can tell you the name of it. It's called Organic. I mean, look how much detail is in that die. And you can see on the front here, this is what it looks like when you've cut it out. So again, you could use it as a stencil, you can use it as a die, you could glitter it, you could ink it, you could age it. You could do all sorts of amazing things with it. And then they all come in these storage envelopes, which Maddie loves, because Maddie does all of my labeling and everything. And this means she doesn't have to do anything with these. Now these are called Geo Springtime, and if you saw our Hedgehog Hollow January box, you'll know that we had a very similar butterfly to this one. So I had to get this one because it coordinated perfectly. We have a hummingbird in here, and we have a bunny rabbit down the bottom there as well. And then we have this one here, which is called Funky Floral Large. So again, these all layer together, they all coordinate perfectly together. We have different layers of foliage in here. We have different layers of our blooms in here, and it all just comes together perfectly. Now this one was one that Greg picked up and he really liked as well, because these assemble hearts, but they're going to assemble 3D hearts. So if I grab these dies out of here, you're going to see these dies don't necessarily look exactly like hearts, but what you have here, the outline is going to cut, and then these lines in here are actually score lines, and I will make these on a tutorial. You fold them all together, and these tabs here all stick together, and they make 3D hearts that are going to pop off the page on your project, which I just think is a really neat idea. And again, it coordinated perfectly with my January Hedgehog Hollow box. So how could I resist saying no to something that's going to coordinate so perfectly on there? And you can see here, he's done it, and he kind of sanded and aged and inked and things. So we'll have some fun tutorials coming up with that one. And then this, I believe this one was slightly older, but I did go and grab it because you can see the packaging changed slightly. So this is the new style packaging with the black and white, and this was his older Alterations brown, but I just really like this one. This is called Skeleton Leaves, and I just could see a lot of potential of putting the wild stems together with those skeleton leaves. I thought they were going to work really nicely together, so I picked that one up when I was purchasing. And again, these are things I have all purchased, so that's why I don't have everything, because I purchased what I thought I would use and things that I really liked. So as I say, everything is linked in that video description below, but that's what I chose from the Chapter 1 Tim Holtz release. I'd love to know what your favourite item is as well, so do leave us a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you can see projects using all of these dies as well, which will be coming up on the channel too. Do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing this as well, seeing what's available. We'll add all those links in the video description, including coupon codes, and you can go to thehedgehoghollow.com to sign up for our Friday newsletter, which always has the latest coupon codes, savings, deals and steals to make your crafty budget go even further. We just send one newsletter every Friday with all of the latest savings in, as well as a weekly wrap up from the Hollow, so you can sign up for that as well. But I'll see you in another video very soon. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.